Good day, everyone. I am Falca Santos Fabrain, and I'm the first reporter of Group 4. Our topic is the German cuisine. So I will discuss the introductions, history, and influence of German cuisine. So is located in Western Europe. The Germanic cuisine is quite simple because of their simplicity in preparations. Germany is also part of the largest cultural regions of Central Europe, and also the Germany shares many culinary traditions with neighboring countries such as Poland and Czech Republic as well as the Slovakia. The German cuisine has also influenced by other European cuisine from Central Europe like Hungary or Romania. The German cuisine also been labeled as stodgy and fatty. The Germany is benefited from close associations with Italy and France. The Germany adapt their spices and cooking method. The old techniques of Germany cuisine are salting, smoking, curing, and pickling. The German cuisine fares slightly bland, unlike the other Mediterranean countries. The sheep, cows, and goats were used for milk, butter, and cheese. The earliest spices in Germany cuisines are parsley, celery, and dill. But today, Germany still fall back on their rich heritage like lamb, pork, and beef. And now the popular spices in Germany are the mustards, horseradish, and juniper berries.
Cuisine, defined or often described as a rich and hearty home cooking. In a closer look at their dishes reveals a large regional diversity, ranging from down-to-earth to sophisticated. German cuisine recipes vary from north to south, west to east. There are typical German recipes for almost every region, which become specialties. The spectrum ranges from fish dishes from the lowlands to hearty delicacies from the alpine region. It should be noted that the culinary traditions in German cuisine, besides bearing the characteristic of European features, are distinguished by their unusual simplicity of preparation.
My name is Mary Jo J. Eva, and now I will discuss the standard recipe. First, the Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, or in English, a black forest cake. A delicious cake that you may well know as a Black Forest Gateau. This layered chocolate sponge includes cherries, jam filling, and cream. As the name suggests, it originates from southwest Germany where the Black Forest is situated. Eating cake in the afternoon with coffee, an activity known as Kaffee und Kuchen, is a major tradition in Germany, especially at the weekends with family. Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte is often enjoyed at this time. Take a look for this example. The next is the Kartoffelpuffer and Bratkartoffeln. A Kartoffelpuffer is similar to a Swiss Rusty, a shallow fried pancake made from grated potatoes, egg, and flour. It is sometimes eaten with eggs and bacon for breakfast in Germany, as a side with meat for lunch or dinner, or along with applesauce. A Bratkartoffeln, on the other hand, are more like saute or hashed potatoes, where small chunks or chips of potatoes are parboiled and then fried with onions and sometimes bacon. Again, Bratkartoffeln can be enjoyed for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Currywurst. Currywurst is sold from stalls and fast food eateries in many towns and cities. And if you want to know what food the capital city Berlin is famous for, you will quickly discover that it is currywurst. It is not a dish that Germans eat at home, but instead it's something that is eaten on the go. Its nutrition is negligible, but this split of chopped up sausage, chips, and a spicy ketchup sauce is an incredibly popular German food, especially after a few pilsner. Rouladen is a German main dish that typically consists of pickles and bacon wrapped in thin slices of beef or veal. It is usually served with gravy, dumplings, mashed potatoes, and cabbage. Rouladen is often enjoyed when families come together to share a meal during a holiday or celebrations and does not hail from one specific religion. In fact, it is said to have French origins, hence the name. Schnitzel is made by tenderizing a piece of meat, such as chicken, beef, veal, or pork, and then covering it in egg, flour, and breadcrumbs before frying it in oil. Very similar to a French escalope, the Schnitzel actually originates in Austria. This dish is a good example of the typical German food served in bars, restaurants, and fast food eateries. Schnitzel plus fries is a very popular and satisfying choice. Eintopf. An eintopf is a one-pot stew that may include a wide variety of ingredients. It is a meal in one that will typically contain broth, vegetables, potatoes, and meat. Sometimes it may include pulses such as lentils, and it's usually served with broth with bread. Enjoy all over the country. There are vast regional differences in the flavors and ingredients used to make an eintopf. Typically enjoyed at home as a family meal, it is one of the easiest German recipes. Those new German cooking may well choose this to start with, as it's probably one of the easiest German recipes to make. Sauerbraten is a German pot roast. It literally is translated as sour roast. The sour part refers to the pickling of the meat in a sweet and sour gravy-like sauce, which is then slowly roasted in a dish. Meat tends to be veal, beef, or pork, which is marinated for days or even weeks first. It is found throughout Germany and German-speaking countries. Bretzel is the German term of pretzel, although you may see them sold under either name, available at bakeries on the street stalls. A bretzel is made with a long strip of dough which is folded into a knot and then boiled before being baked. This results in a chewy brown crust and a soft floppy interior. It is typically then flavored with salt, seeds, or cheese and served with a mustard dip. The origin of the bretzel is fiercely contested, but they have long been associated with Christian celebrations, with many viewing the knot shape as a symbol of the Holy Trinity. Brothenbrötchen, bread in the form of a loaf or a small, usually crust roll, is an important part of the cuisine, which is eaten all over the country and served with most German desserts. Bread is enjoyed with most meals, especially breakfast and dinner, but also at lunch, usually considered the main meal of the day, which will often be served with rolls on the side. Germans enjoy a wide variety of bread, including grain, pumpernickel, rye, and white bread. German bread tends to be heavier and heartier than bread from Italy, Spain, or France. Käsespätzle, a dish from the southwestern regions of Germany. Käsespätzle is made from layering small spatzels pasta with grated cheese and topping with fried onion. It is usually served with a salad and sometimes with applesauce. Those moving to Germany from the US or Britain will find that this is the closest we'll get to macaroni cheese, and will no doubt also find that it has more depth and flavor than their own home dish.
Good day everyone, I am Rosan M. Tucanes and today I will tackle about the cooking method and techniques of German cuisine. So German cuisine has old world and new method techniques of food in preservation through salting, smoking, curing, pickling, baking, sautéing, frying, roasting, boiling, and braising. This is still a common way of preparing fish, meats, and vegetables. So salting, it preserves food by drawing water out of the food, preventing bacteria growing and spoiling the food. The food is surrounded in salt and left in a cool, dry place. So salting is the preservation of food with dry edible salt that are salted with fish and salted cured meat. Second, the smoking. Smoking is a method of drying that also imparts of flavor to the food. It usually meat items or fish, and smoke helps keep bacteria-carrying insects away during the drying process. And the materials that are using in doing smoking are smokehouse and hardwood. Third is curing. Curing is the addition of meats of some combination of salt, sugar, nitrite, and or nitrate. So it is used as food preservative, especially in cured meats, for the purpose of preservation. It flavored and color. So there are two ways in curing food. First is the dry curing, where it uses with our bare hands in putting the salt to the fish or meat. While the second is the wet curing. It is soaking the meat or fish in the mixture of water or curing water. Fourth is the pickling, is the process of using an acidic brine to preserve a food. So acidic brine are made with either salty water, sugar water, lemon, or vinegar. So either substance or sometimes a combination of them is poured over vegetables, fruit, meat, or fish, which are then placed in a tight jar and wait for a few days. Fifth is the baking. Baking is a method of preparing food that uses dry heat, typically in an oven. So the oven should always be preheated for 10 to 15 minutes before baking. Six is the saute or sauteing. Sauteing is to fry food such as small pieces of meat or vegetables in a small amount of fat. So we are using a small amount of oil in sauteing. Seventh is frying. Frying is the cooking of food in hot fats or oils that usually done with a shallow oil bath in a pan over a fire or so-called deep frying, in which the food is completely immersed in a deeper vessel of hot oil. 8 is the roasting. Roasting is a cooking method that uses dry heat and hot air to surround the food and cook it evenly on all sides. 9 is boiling. To cook in water or a water-based liquid and its boiling point and with sufficient heat in food to generate bubbles of steam which agitate and stir the mixture. And lastly, the braising. The cooking of meat or vegetables by heating them slowly with oil and moisture in a tightly sealed vessel. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, I'm Diane Jane Falca Santos, and I'm the last reporter of the German Cuisine, and I'm going to give the summary of my topic about popular dishes. First is the fish, where smoked sprout and Alaska pollock is the most common fish in Germany. Trout, pike, crab, and European perch, these are the popular freshwater fish on the German menu. Pork and meat. Pork, beef, poultry dishes are the favorite main courses in the Germany. The pork is the most consumed meat, and Schweinshaxe and Sauerbraten are the popular traditional pork dishes. Schweinshaxe is the braised pork hock, and the Sauerbraten is the pork stomach. Vegetables are often used in stews or vegetable soups and also served as a side dishes. Asparagus is the common side dish or may be prepared as a main dish. Germans prefer the white asparagus because it is more tender and sweet than the other varieties of asparagus. Bread is served usually for breakfast and in the evening as a sandwiches. Bread is an important part of the German cuisine. Next is pasta and potatoes. Pasta noodles made from wheat flour and eggs, and these are thicker than Italian flat pasta, and also it is popular in the southwestern part of the Germany. Potatoes are also common in Germany. They can be boiled, mashed, or pan roasted. Spices and condiments. German dishes are really hot and spicy. The most popular herbs in German cuisine are parsley, thyme, laurel, chives, black pepper, juniperberries, nutmeg, and caraway. They use in a small amount only. Next is cakes. Cakes is the most commonly made with fresh fruits. The most well-known cake in Germany is the Black Forest. Apple plums. Next is pancakes. Eierkuchen or Pfannkuchen are large and thin pancakes. The words Pfannkuchen means pancake is the most part of Germany. Quarkkuchen is popular pancake like dessert with sugar and cinnamon. And the last is pudding and ice cream. The popular dessert in northern Germany is Rottegrütz, where it is made with currants, raspberry, and cherries. Ice cream and sorbets are popular in Germany, with Italian run Parlus is the first foreign run eateries in the 1920s.